All right, now let's talk about pickleball gear. And before we talk about paddles, I've got to talk about the shoes I've been wearing because they've kind of taken me by surprise. These are the SQAIRZ Pro XRZ pickleball shoes in the white and blue colorway. And yes, if you're watching the B-roll right now, I know they're not exactly box fresh. I fully intended to film them looking pristine, but the second I opened the box, I laced them up and went out to play. Couldn't help myself. So yeah, what you're seeing is a well-worn pair. That's probably the best endorsement I can give. They've been getting some serious use. Now on to what actually matters, how they feel. And note, I'm not Foot Dr. Zach, so I have no qualifications to talk about what is and isn't a good shoe. I just know what I like. So the first impressions, they're comfortable right out of the gate. The soft, slightly spongy upper wraps the foot nicely without being flimsy. It's structured where it needs to be, especially around the midfoot and heel, but still moves naturally. It's a really clean balance between support and flexibility. They also run cool, which I appreciate because my feet tend to run hotter sometimes. The most obvious design feature is the squared off toe box, which will look a little odd at first, almost like a dress shoe from 2005, but as soon as you start moving, it clicks. Your toes actually have room to spread out, and it helps with balance, especially on wide lateral steps or when you're pushing off quickly. If you've got wide feet or just hate feeling compressed in the front of your shoe, this alone might win you over. Traction has been excellent. The well thought out tread pattern grips without feeling sticky, and the pivot point under the ball of the foot does exactly what it should. I've felt really stable in these when resetting or changing direction. Plus, there are these small outriggers built into the forefoot that add extra lateral stability, not in your face, but enough that you feel planted when sliding or stopping hard. One feature that's easy to overlook but genuinely great is the laces. They've got a subtle rubber texture that keeps them from loosening mid-game. I haven't had to retie them once, which is more than I can say for a lot of other shoes I've played. It's one of those small details that just makes the whole experience better. The insole has a little extra padding in the heel and forefoot, which definitely helps if you're logging some long sessions or back-to-back matches. Sizing-wise, they do run a bit long. I went down a half size and I probably should have gone down a full size to get a much better fit. So if you're in between, based on my experience, I'd recommend sizing down. The price is around $160, and yeah, that's a premium tier category shoe, so that's nothing. But if you're playing multiple times a week and need something that can hold up to hard stops, toe drags, and lateral movement, and comfort, they're worth a look. And if you want to save a bit, you can use my code MPB at checkout to get 10% off.